It's been 8 days between games for Scott Drew and the Baylor Bears. The last action last Tuesday on the floor in the Farrell Center, a 74-70 loss to Northwestern. Tonight, the Bears trying to get back on the winning track, hosting the Lamar Cardinals in the Farrell Center. Baylor basketball is next from Baylor Vision on Fox Sports. From inside the Farrell Center, the Paul J. Meyer Arena, this is Baylor Bear basketball. Tonight, the Bears hosting the Lamar Cardinals. Hi, everybody, and welcome into our broadcast. I'm John Morris alongside Jim Haller. And Jim, here early in the season. It's still early. We're in December. This Baylor team under Scott Drew is looking for consistency.
Well, they need to get off the roller coaster. They have been inconsistent is too easy a word. This team has so much potential, but you just don't lose to the College of Charleston, go beat Kentucky at Rupp Arena, and then come home and lose to Northwestern. Tonight, I look for an invigorated team that's going to be much more determined. They've got to rebound better, and they've got to play consistent defense. If they do that, this team's going to be very, very good.
Bears led by their senior point guard, the Big 12 preseason player of the year, Pierre Jackson. He's playing very solid for this team.
He's one of the most fun players I've ever watched in my life. Very rare do you have a player that's the conference's leading scorer and also the leading assist man. Pierre Jackson can hurt you in so many ways, but what I want to see him do, besides being all flash and dash, is become a floor general and lead this team to the type of season that they're capable of having. He is truly one of the great players in America.
Pierre Jackson leads the Bears against the Lamar Cardinals. They played last night in Lafayette, Louisiana, playing tonight here in Waco, led by Stan Brown, their second leading scorer and leading rebounder on the season. It's Baylor and Lamar from the Farrell Center, coming up from Baylor Vision on Fox Sports.
Wish no more. The Lincoln Wish List sales event is here. Visit your local Lincoln dealer today and sign and drive off with our best offers of the year on a 2013 Lincoln MKX.
This Christmas, give the gift of the great outdoors with gifts they'll love from Cabela's. Hurry in during our Christmas sale for spectacular savings. Save 25% on Coleman Grand Canyon airbeds and Cabela's Kids Adventure Tents or combo rectangle sleeping bags. Your choice just $14.99. Or give Cabela's gift cards. And don't miss doorbusters early this Saturday. Cabela's, your Christmas gift outfitter. Shop in-store or Cabela's.com.
Back inside the Farrell Center, the starters being announced to the crowd here. Here are the Dr. Pepper starting lineups, brought to you by Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. For the visitors from Beaumont, the Lamar Cardinals, Hondo Webb, Donley Minor are the guards. Ron Mitchell, Amos Wilson, and Stan Brown to complete the lineup for Coach Pat Knight. Baylor will start this way. Brady Heslip, the shooting guard. A.J. Walton, Pierre Jackson in the backcourt. Corey Jefferson and the freshman Isaiah Austin in the front court. Let's take a look at Pat Knight in his second season as head coach at Lamar, 5+ as a Division I head coach. Of course, the time at Texas Tech, succeeding his father, Bob Knight, there. And Scott Drew in his 10th season at Baylor, his 11th as Division I head coach. He has really turned around, to say the least, this Baylor program in his 10 years here in Waco. Jim Haller, how about the keys to the game tonight? Brought to you by the Baylor Bear Foundation.
Well, it's pretty simple for Baylor. When you're starting 6'10" and 7'1" in the paint, you've got to dominate the paint. And I think this ball club's got to find a way to get their home court swagger back. They've got to step out here with confidence and know they can win the game if they play well. Lamar, transition defense, I think that's always the key when you're playing Baylor, and they've got to knock down some outside shots because Baylor is so much bigger and stronger inside.
Keys to the game brought to you by the Baylor Bear Foundation. Join or get more information today at BaylorBearFoundation.com. Tom O'Neill tosses the ball in the air, tip controlled by Baylor and Isaiah Austin, and we are underway in the Farrell Center. Baylor versus Lamar.
Well, in typical Knight tradition, Lamar starts out man-to-man on the half court. You wouldn't think anything less from a Knight coach team.
Inside out, Isaiah Austin back out to Brady Heslop. His three is off the mark. Rebound by Lamar. Running the floor, ends in a layup at the other end for Donley Minor.
Well, not good transition D by the Bears, but that was an extenuating circumstance with the long out rebound. So let's see if Baylor can come back now. Lamar staying half-court man-to-man.
A.J. Walton, the senior from Little Rock, on the right side. Into the corner to Pierre Jackson. Head fake. Couple of dribbles in. His jumper is no good. Corey Jefferson, the offensive rebound. Now to Heslop and back outside to Jackson. There's Isaiah Austin. Lean in shot is good. Rolls in for the freshman.
Well, and that's what Isaiah Austin has got to do, John. He's 4 inches taller than anybody else on the floor. He's got to take advantage of every opportunity to score the ball for the Bears.
Ties the game at 2 apiece. Ron Mitchell. Mitchell bounces in the paint area. Bobbled by Wilson, but he controls it. Now back outside to Hondo Webb. 18-foot jumper right side. This one is good by Amos Wilson.
A junior from up in Allen, Texas, right outside of Dallas, balanced up, was ready.
4-2 lead for the Lamar Cardinals. Tough start to the year for Pat Knight and Lamar. They're 1-8. A steal on the entry pass by Ron Mitchell. Mitchell, free throw line jumper is no good. Back iron, long rebound. Pierre Jackson on a hop, heads up the floor. Ball knocked out of bounds. Will go over to Lamar.
Well, that last turnover by Baylor, Isaiah Austin was backing away from the entry pass instead of stepping to meet it.
So Bears down 4-2 to Lamar. Just underway, first half here in the Farrell Center. Inbounds to Hondo Webb.
Baylor started their last 2 games in his zone defense. Start man-to-man here tonight.
Top of the key, ball in the hands of Stan Brown, then stolen away. Pierre Jackson, layup is good at the other end.
Nice job by Pierre Jackson getting the ball off the glass before the big defender for Lamar could come from behind to swat it.
Winces a little bit as he crashes into the goal stanchion, but his layup ties the game at 4 apiece. Yep, gives it on the right side to Amos Wilson. Left baseline jumper, no good by Brown, but the long rebound, Webb has it for Lamar. Drive in, ball stripped away. 2-on-1 break. Heslop ahead to Jackson. To the trailer, Corey Jefferson, and he's fouled.
Well, that's too unselfish. Pierre Jackson should have taken that ball in himself, and the Baylor Bears would have 2 points right now going the other way. Watch this help defense by Pierre Jackson, responsible for the steal. Had the step on the defender to go right on in on the 2-on-1 situation, but elected to pass it back to Corey Jefferson. That was really good team defense Baylor had on that last possession by Lamar. They started their penetration, good step and help by Pierre Jackson.
Corey Jefferson, 6'9", 210-pound junior from Killeen at the free throw line. He's 73% on the year.
Well, Baylor's been out-rebounded in their last 2 ball games, and they've got to correct that situation here tonight. And they should against a smaller Lamar team. But overall this year, John, Baylor is only out-rebounding their opponents by 15.
Well, and I guarantee you the 8 days between games, they have done a lot of rebounding work. Left elbow jumper in and out for Donley Minor.
Well, that was a nice, tough rebound by Isaiah Austin, going up in traffic and just snatching the ball.
Walton to Jackson to Jefferson. He muffins it in.
Great job, Pierre Jackson. Good entry pass. Nice post up. Strong move on the block by Isaiah Austin. He shaped up and wanted the ball. Gave Pierre a big target inside.
4 by Corey Jefferson. It's an 8-4 Baylor lead. On the baseline left, jumper is no good. Austin flies in for another rebound for the Bears, and he'll bring it up himself. Isaiah Austin, 7'1", 220-pound true freshman from Arlington's Grace Prep. Walton's three is no good. Pierre Jackson has the rebound. Right back to Corey Jefferson, who's bumped from behind by Stan Brown.
Well, Stan Brown on the foul is one of the only returning starter back in this year's lineup for Lamar, averaging right at 10 points per game. That was a nice job by the Baylor post to shape up for that entry pass.
Second team foul on Lamar. Inbounds it comes to Heslop. Bears lead 8-4 over the Cardinals. Entry pass to Isaiah Austin. Back outside to Heslop. Ooh, man. He missed the three, and a player went down really hard for Lamar. And John Higgins going to get in and separate those two players. Now the officials, and that's a veteran crew out there. Tom O'Neill, John Higgins, and Don Daly are going to separate the teams. Higgins going to go over to the scores table and tell us what happened. Looked like double technicals is what it looked like.
Well, obviously the Lamar player was upset because Isaiah Austin stepped over him instead of going around.
So the initial signal was double technicals. Would be on Austin, would be on Ron Mitchell, who's on the floor, fell really hard to the floor.
And Scott Drew doing a smart thing, taking Isaiah Austin out of the ball game.
So Austin to the Baylor bench.
John Higgins did a good job of settling A.J. Walton down. Walton needed to show some senior leadership instead of going back into the controversy.
Some full court pressure by Baylor. As Austin goes to the bench, Rico Gathers is on. 6'8", 260-pound true freshman from La Crosse, Louisiana. Defense on the perimeter. A dive on the floor by Gathers, and the steal for Baylor to Walton. And a pass to Pierre Jackson in the right corner. He shot it out of bounds.
Well, Rico Gathers making his presence felt, John, early on right here tonight.
8-4, Baylor leads over Lamar. Timeout on the floor. You're watching Baylor basketball from Baylor Vision on Fox Sports.
Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, gotta be me. Gotta be me. I've gotta be me. Gotta be me. Gotta be me.
6%. If you're diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, that's your chance of surviving past 5 years. Pancreatic cancer is the 4th leading cause of cancer death in the U.S. That means it could strike you or someone you love. It's time to know it, fight it, and end it. Join Fox Sports and the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network to make a difference today. Go to pancan.org/Fox to learn how.
The future of features is now.
That's super.
FX Movie Channel in HD. Presented with limited commercial interruptions.
So cool. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah!
FXM, available in your area. Go to getfxm.com.
We are the North. We are the West.
Fans, come support your Lady Bears and men's basketball teams. Big 12 play is right around the corner. Don't miss any of the action. Go to BaylorBears.com/tickets to purchase tickets. Coach Kim Mulkey and her Lady Bears ran their record to 8-1 earlier tonight. An impressive win over Oral Roberts. She's sticking around to watch the men. They were 5-3 coming into this game. Doubleheaders used to be the norm back in Southwest Conference days, did they, Jim? And now they're very rare.
Well, and I think it's good. It gives a lot of opportunity to folks to come watch both ball clubs at the same time. But now with the lady basketball, women's basketball programs becoming so popular, the ticket demand.
It's a tough turnaround, really. When you got two big crowds coming in back to back. But a doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, good crowd for this game. Really outstanding crowd for the Lady Bear game. They had 7,500 in attendance for the 6 o'clock start. Baylor continuing in their half-court man-to-man defense.
The top of the key is no good by Amos Wilson. Rebound out of bounds.
I think the Bears start out with so much more energy when they come out in the man-to-man. You have a tendency to occasionally stand in a zone where you just absolutely cannot do that in a man-to-man. You've got the individual pride on the line. Look at Pierre Jackson pressuring the ball. Got to get over that screen a little quicker.
Brown on the left side of the floor gives it back between the rings.
Look at that quickness of Rico Gathers. 6'8", 260 pounds.
Big man, got a lot of quickness though. Shot blocked by Corey Jefferson. Loose ball, Baylor couldn't control it. Lamar gets it back. Cardinals trailing 8-4 at the 15-minute mark here in the first half. Three ball is up and in by Donley Minor.
Well, he came off that screen wide open for the jumper. Nice execution by Lamar. I said that's one of the keys to the game. Lamar's got to knock down perimeter shots because of their lack of size inside.
Deuce Bello on the floor for the first time tonight. 6'4" sophomore from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Deuce Bello can be a big difference maker for this Bear team.
Another jumper by Minor. This one's no good. Rebounds out of bounds. Nice touch by Baylor.
John, this Lamar ball club's come out with more energy than I expected after playing in Lafayette, Louisiana last night. Bust back home to Beaumont and then bust up here from Beaumont today.
That's tough. Inbounds jumper, baseline left is good by Ron Mitchell. Their leading scorer at 11 points a game, and Lamar leads it 9-8.
Well, Baylor didn't have adequate pressure on the shooter. I mentioned in the open, John, this team has got to become more consistent defensively. You can't just do it 3/4 of the time.
Pierre Jackson firing a three. Shots no good over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. Ron Mitchell had 21 points last night. That 17-point loss at Louisiana Lafayette. Season high for him. L.J. Rose is on for Baylor. Rose, 6'4", 190-pound true freshman out of Houston's Westbury Christian. And Pierre Jackson goes to the Baylor bench.
I like his size, 6'3", 6'4" point guard. That's hard to find. He has a great future.
Isaiah Austin's back on the floor as well. Drive in, shot no good. Austin the rebound for the Bears. Outlet to L.J. Rose up the left side of the floor. Drops it off for Heslop. Now to Bello at the top of the key. Quick first step. Kicks it to an open Austin. His three is not a two-pointer, and it's good. Isaiah Austin.
You don't find very many 7-foot 1-inch players that are comfortable taking that outside shot that quickly, but that youngster's got all the skills. Just got to get a little bit stronger.
Bears regain the lead, 10-9. Moves the pass to Stan Brown in the paint, trying to work around Gathers, and he travels with it.
Nice disciplined defense by Rico Gathers that time, especially for a freshman. Did not go for the ball fake, moved his feet well. Nice job by the big fella.
10-9 Baylor with the advantage. L.J. Rose brings it up. Heslop on the left wing to Isaiah Austin. Diagonal pass out to Rose, firing a three, no good.
The Baylor shot selection's been very good so far. That's a shot L.J. Rose should take. He was balanced up. I was going to question Brady Heslop passing up a shot opportunity. He's on the floor to shoot outside for the Baylor Bears.
Well, here he's firing on the inbounds pass, and he hit it.
Nice job popping out there to the open spot. Baylor always good in out-of-bounds execution.
Heslop has now made at least 1 3 in 43 of 46 career games. So gives Baylor the lead 13-9.
And how many hundred in a row is that now for making at least 1 3 in a game?
Stand
it's
by
many,
600 plus. About 666, is that right? 666 is on 12 today.
Aren't you sharp, partner?
Brady Heslop to L.J. Rose. Now to Deuce Bello. Work the ball around the perimeter. Isaiah Austin. How about that? Outside shot, no good. Kept alive by Bello. Out to Heslop. 3, no good. Back iron. And the rebound pulled down by Stan Brown of Lamar.
John, those outside shots are nice for Isaiah Austin, but I'm going to get a whole lot more excited when he dominates the backboard. That's what they've got to have him do to be successful in the Big 12.
Pass to Mitchell, now to Brown. Free throw line jumper will fall in for him. The shooter's roll there. Stan Brown, 9.5 points a game, 6.5 rebounds a game is average.
This is a Lamar program that was in the NCAA tournament last year, and Stan Brown was one of the key players.
There's Isaiah Austin coming inside, banking it home.
Nice aggressive move by the big fella. Knows he has the advantage, and he's finding a way to use it.
Good, strong move to the basket by the freshman Isaiah Austin. Bears lead 15-11. Jumper right side, skips over the rim, no good by Mitchell. Rebounded by Austin, ahead to Rose. To Heslop, head fake. And the ball knocked out of his hands, but he's fouled over there in the right-hand corner. Foul is on Amos Wilson, his first of the night. 4th team foul on Lamar. Timeout on the floor. Baylor leads Lamar 15-11. You're watching Baylor basketball on Baylor Vision.
You know, you see a little bit of everything here. Whether it's down a city block or along a country road, this is home. We're looking out for friends and neighbors. Well, it's a way of life. More than all.